Welcome to Inkwell Stories. Today, I want to take you on a journey. Not just any journey, but one that every single person in this world is running, the marathon of life. Life is not a short race. It is not about who starts the fastest. Instead, it is about endurance, patience, and the lessons we learn step by step. Just like a marathon, life tests our strength, our spirit, and our determination. In this story, you will hear about struggles, victories, and the wisdom hidden in every mile. You will also learn how ordinary people find extraordinary strength when they decide to keep going, even when their body and mind say, stop. And don't forget, you can find the full vocabulary list and a short quiz to test yourself in the PDF linked in the description. So, take a deep breath. Imagine lacing up your shoes, and let's begin the run together. The marathon always starts with excitement. The runners gather at the starting line. Their shoes are tied, their bodies are ready, and their hearts are full of energy. The air feels electric, full of hope and nervous streams. Some people are smiling, others are quiet, focusing on what is about to come. Each runner carries a story, challenges faced, goals set, dreams unspoken. Life begins in a similar way. When we are young, everything looks new, possible, and exciting. We dream about who we will become, what we will achieve, and how fast we can get there. Just like the marathon runners, we believe that the journey will be easy if we only run hard enough. But here is the first lesson. Life, like a marathon, is not a sprint. It is not about rushing forward with all your energy at the start. Many runners who begin too fast find themselves exhausted after only a few miles. The same is true in life. If we burn all our energy in the beginning, we may not have enough strength for the challenges that come later. Think about school, work, or personal goals. Many people start with great motivation. They buy new notebooks, make big plans, or join the gym with high expectations. But after some weeks, their energy fades. Why? Because they tried to sprint through something that requires patience and long-term discipline. The best runners know a secret. Pace yourself. Keep a rhythm you can hold, step after step, hour after hour. In life, this means building habits, not just chasing short bursts of motivation. Reading 10 minutes every day is better than reading for 5 hours once and then stopping. Exercising 3 times a week is better than training hard for a week and then quitting. Meet Alex, our main character. Alex had always dreamed of running a marathon, but not just any marathon. He wanted to finish it, to feel the triumphs of crossing the finish line with sweat and pride. On the first day of training, he felt unstoppable. His legs were strong, his heart pumped fast, and he imagined the applause at the end. But very soon, Alex realized that running even 5 miles in the early morning was harder than he expected. His muscles ached, his breathing was uneven, and doubts began to creep in. Am I really ready for this? He asked himself. This moment, small as it seemed, was exactly what life throws at us, the first test of endurance. Here, the second lesson appears. Expect challenges and do not let early discomfort stop you. Every runner, every successful person feels tired, afraid, or unsure at some point. Those moments are normal. They are the first signs that growth is about to happen. Alex learned another important lesson quickly. Mental strength matters as much as physical strength. He started repeating small affirmations. I can do this, step by step, mile by mile, one day at a time. Life works the same way. Positive self-talk, focus, and small victories keep us moving forward when the path seems long. At the start of the marathon, the road looks easy. The crowd is cheering, music is playing, and your legs feel light. In life, the early stages also feel exciting. You see possibilities everywhere, and you imagine quick results. But the real test has not yet begun. Endurance is built in the quiet, hard miles when no one is watching. By the time Alex finished his first 10-mile run, he was exhausted, sweaty, and a little discouraged. But he also felt something new: pride, courage, and the joy of trying. That feeling, even in small doses, is what motivates us to take the next step, to lace up our shoes again, to continue the race even when the body wants to stop. This is the first mile of our story. Start strong, but stay wise. Use your energy wisely, embrace the discomfort, and remember that every small step matters. Life is long, and the finish line is far ahead, but the first step is always the most important. After the excitement of the start, the real test begins. The first miles are behind, and the road stretches endlessly ahead. This is where many runners feel a change. Their energy drops, the muscles ache, and doubts start to appear. In life, this is the stage where initial motivation meets reality. Dreams are still alive, but challenges feel bigger and the journey longer. For Alex, the middle miles were the hardest. He had trained, yes, but he had not expected how his mind and body would fight him. Every step became a choice: to stop or to push forward. His legs were sore, his lungs burned, and he felt the weight of the miles pressing down on his shoulders. But something inside him whispered, one step at a time. Don't quit now. This is the first lesson of the middle miles. Struggles are normal. They are not signs of failure. They are signs that you are growing. Life, like a marathon, gives you moments where your limits are tested. What matters is not avoiding the struggle, but learning to keep moving despite it. Alex remembered the advice of his coach. When your body says no, your mind must say yes. Focus on what you can do, not on what you cannot. In life, this is a universal truth. We cannot control every obstacle, but we can control our reaction. Challenges are opportunities in disguise. Every difficult mile is teaching endurance, patience, and self-belief. As Alex continued, he noticed something about the runners around him. Some ran fast at the start, but now walked, breathing heavily, frustrated by their own speed. Others had started slowly and were now moving steadily, calm and determined. The steady runners were winning the mental race, even if their speed was slower. Life mirrors this lesson. People often compare themselves to others. We see someone succeed quickly and feel behind. But the truth is, long-term success is built on consistency, not on quick bursts of effort. Every small habit, every daily action compounds over time. Around mile 15, Alex faced the infamous wall. Every marathon runner knows it. The point where your body wants to give up, where the mind screams, stop. Alex felt it. Heavy legs, aching feet, and a sense of despair. For a moment, he considered quitting. But he remembered why he started. The joy of the finish line, the feeling of pride, the lesson of persistence. This is the second lesson of the middle miles. Remember your why. Life becomes difficult not because the goal is impossible, but because we sometimes forget why we began. When challenges arise, recalling your purpose can give you the energy to continue. Alex slowed down, not out of weakness, but to conserve strength. He walked for a moment, took deep breaths, and then ran again. Step by step, he found a rhythm that worked. The pain did not disappear, but it became manageable. This is another lesson: adapt and adjust. Life is not a straight path. Sometimes you need to change your pace, rethink your approach, and still move forward. Along the route, Alex met a fellow runner named Maya. She was struggling too, but she smiled and offered encouragement. Keep going. Every step counts. Alex realized an important truth: support makes the journey easier. In life, friends, mentors, and even strangers can lift our spirits when we feel alone. Asking for help or accepting encouragement is not weakness, it is wisdom. By mile 20, Alex was tired, but he also felt stronger. The middle miles had tested him in ways the first miles never did. He had learned patience, mental strength, and the power of persistence. More importantly, he had discovered that success is not about speed, but about endurance and mindset. As the sun began to lower in the sky, Alex looked ahead at the road stretching to the finish line. It seemed far, almost unreachable. Yet, he felt a quiet confidence. He had faced the hardest part of the marathon, the middle miles, and he had survived. He had grown stronger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. The middle miles of life are the hardest. They test your commitment, patience, and determination. They are where growth happens, where resilience is built, and where character is formed. Those who endure these miles learn a lesson that no shortcut can teach. The journey itself is as valuable as the finish line. And with that, Alex prepared for the final stretch. One step at a time, one breath at a time, he moved forward, ready to embrace the last miles of the marathon of life. The last miles of the marathon are always the hardest. Every step feels heavy, every breath is a challenge, and yet the finish line glows in the distance like a promise. Alex's body screamed for rest, his legs ached as if made of lead, and his mind whispered doubts. Can I really do this? Am I strong enough? But Alex had learned something invaluable during the first and middle miles. Strength is not only physical, it is mental. Every step he had taken so far had built resilience, and every struggle had taught him to endure. Now, even when his body wanted to stop, his mind reminded him why he started. Life often mirrors this final stage. The last steps toward our goals are always the most demanding. Exams, career milestones, personal dreams. The closer we get to success, the more obstacles seem to appear. It is natural to feel fear, doubt, or exhaustion. But true triumph comes to those who keep moving despite discomfort. Alex focused on the small victories. He looked at the road just ahead, not the entire distance left. One step, then another. Breath in, breath out. Slowly, steadily, he continued. Each step became a victory over doubt, fatigue, and fear. Here is a key lesson of the final miles. Celebrate small wins. Life is not just about the big finish. It is about the small victories along the way. Each completed task, each learned skill, each moment you refuse to give up, these are the real achievements. They build the strength to finish the marathon. As Alex ran, he remembered all the lessons he had learned. Pace yourself, embrace struggles, remember your why, adapt when needed, and accept support from others. He felt gratitude for the challenges because they had taught him more than success ever could on its own. Suddenly, the crowd grew louder. The finish line was close. Alex saw the banners, the cheering faces, and the volunteers holding water and smiles. His heart raced, not just from running, but from pride and accomplishment. Every drop of sweat, every aching muscle, every doubt he had overcome had led him here. This is the final lesson of life's marathon. Perseverance leads to triumph. Success is rarely instant. It is the result of consistent effort, patience, resilience, and courage. The finish line is not just a place, it is a symbol of growth, learning, and determination. Alex crossed the line. He raised his arms, smiled through exhaustion, and felt a deep sense of joy. It was not only about finishing the race, it was about knowing that he had overcome himself, that he had embraced the journey with all its pain and beauty. In life, each of us faces our own marathon. There will be early excitement, middle struggles, and final challenges. But just like Alex, we can succeed if we keep going, step by step, moment by moment. We will learn, grow, and triumph, not just because of talent, but because of persistence, mindset, and heart. After the marathon, Alex felt a new kind of energy, one that did not come from muscles or speed, but from experience. He had discovered that life's true reward is not just reaching the goal, but becoming stronger, wiser, and braver along the way. And so, remember this as you face your own challenges. Pace yourself, endure struggles, embrace learning, and never forget your why. The marathon of life is long and difficult, but with patience, courage, and persistence, you can cross your finish line too. Thank you for running this journey with Alex. We hope his story inspired you and reminded you that every challenge is a chance to grow. Don't forget, you can find the vocabulary list and a short quiz in the PDF linked in the description. They will help you practice the English words and expressions from this story. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to Inkwell Stories for more inspiring tales. Keep moving forward, step by step, and remember, your marathon is just beginning.